Hi, welcome to an album walkthrough of my Week in the Life 2019 album. You can see that I got the pink linen version, which I really like a lot. So the album opens here with the dates, and then I like that new style of page protector. I put some 2x2 things in just as filler, and I liked using things from my stash. So that photo of me is the beginning of a photo that I do every day at work, which is a selfie of me in the bathroom, which I kind of liked to capture my outfit and just kind of the passage of time throughout the week. And I do cover some of my journaling up with Post-its, you'll see, because I do privacy protected work, so I needed to be careful about what I shared. So every day also opens here with this digital stamp and a 6x8 blown up photo. Something that I noticed as I was paying attention to kind of my routine throughout the week is that the only time that I see my husband that's just the two of us is on Tuesdays when we go on our date lunch, which is, you can see that right there. And that was kind of cool to realize that really reinforced how important that routine is, that we don't really have a chance to sit down and hang out together other than bedtime. That's just the two of us. And when you have a young child, there's a lot of distractions from a 4-year-old. So I was thankful that I paid attention to that and will continue to do that. So this right here, this page tells the story of a locket that we got my daughter, and so I was happy to include that because she wears it every day to school with our photos in it, and it helps her to transition to school. And I love capturing details like the shower there, the toiletries. I think I did a shot like that last year. I was thinking about what photos I did. This is my fourth year doing it? No, my third year doing it. And I was thinking what photos I've done every year, or at least last year, that I wanted to repeat. And the bathroom selfie was one of them. And then I think my favorite breakfast sandwich was one I repeated. I'm not sure if there was any other specific ones. I liked trying to find new angles. My daughter was very aware that I was taking more photos, so that was kind of funny. I think I took one of her sleeping last year as well. It was kind of a fun challenge to see how I could document my work, because the work that I do is not something that I can take a lot of photos in because I'm a therapist. So it was kind of a fun creative challenge to see how I could document my work week in a privacy sensitive way. So that was kind of fun. My husband took my daughter out of town on Friday, and so I asked him to send me photos of what they were doing, and he did a great job, and I was super thankful for that. And every other Saturday morning when my husband works, I make chocolate chip pancakes with peanut butter. So I was super excited to photograph that. And then this Saturday morning, we did a lot of cleaning around the house. So that was pretty fun to capture. It made it more exciting to be able to add this kind of creative component to an otherwise kind of mundane task. And then we visited my husband at the library where he works. That was pretty fun. And just kind of we went to the park. We just did random things. Something else I noticed was on Sunday, most Sundays we go to church. I would say 3 out of 4 Sundays. And so I was thinking, we'll go to church this Sunday so that I can kind of capture that. But then we didn't end up going. And at first I felt really resistant, that's something I really wanted to capture. But then I was thinking about how that's also part of the routine, is just, part of capturing any given week is the way that routine is disrupted, because that's part of life. That's part of the weekly routine is, okay, for example, every Monday night is usually my daughter's piano lesson, but it wasn't this week because this was spring break in our town. And so I thought, part of the weekly routine is that the weekly routine gets thrown off. And so I just wrote about it and documented, typically on Mondays we would be doing this, or typically on Sundays we would be doing this, but as it turned out, this particular Sunday, this is what we did and why the plan changed. So that was kind of a fun reframe. These are also some photos my husband took while I was shopping in Lush. So that was fun to have him send me those photos, and then him carrying my purse. Tried to capture some real moments. My daughter had a lot of emotional breakdowns on Sunday, so I tried to capture those as well. Those cards are falling out of that page protector because I ran out of that kind with the 2 3x4s at the top, so I need to get another one of those. And then our Sunday evening routine, kind of my energy was winding down, so I think some of those photos were actually taken earlier in the week, but when you do the same thing, I think you can kind of put photos wherever, so it's good good to be flexible. So thanks for watching.